let me think what's appropriate here. So they're liking either a mid or a carry. They will decide probably for the carry, and it's gonna be a Spectre. Okay. So, I mean, kinda weird. You see, like, this Slaughter hero is supposed to create space. This Slaughter hero is supposed to be, like, the end-all be-all in this game. But then you have, like, I don't see a lot of potential with this Wyvern Rubik Slaughter. Like, they're not that bursty. They're not that mobile. It feels like they're just, I don't know. It just feels a little weird. Kind of hard to explain. But I don't see them, like, getting kills very easily. They also don't, like... Huh. Oh, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. We'll see how the laning stage goes. It's time for NoPing to get their 4th hero here in Spatch. In this match, they are liking an offlaner, so that's probably what they're gonna pick. You are against a Spectre. So, I mean, there's tons of heroes that you can lane versus Spectre. She just a weak laner, and she's going to be paired with what seems to be a Wyvern, so not a particularly strong lane whatsoever. Huh. So they picked the PL. That's the hero I thought they were going to go anyways. And yeah, I mean, it's okay. Slaughter can actually lane versus Phantom Lancer decently well. It starts getting hard once PL gets 6. My worry is just that it doesn't... Like, it feels like their timings are off. You don't have this, like, super strong early game to enable the Spectre. You also don't have this super greedy thing in the late game. So it just kind of freaks me out. Oh, what's up, Moxie? How are you doing? We do have a delay here, so... Oh, Kips is here as well. How are you guys doing? Alright, so they're going to take the Nature's Prophet away here from NoPing. They are lacking that position 3 hero, so that's going to be interesting to see. I mean, there's so many possibilities that I'm not really sure what they will go for. You have this Snapfire, so I would like to see a melee hero so that you can get some kill potential onto that Wyvern. Slaughter is usually pretty normal. Maybe something like a Centaur. I don't actually know if I like Centaur that much, though. Maybe... let me think here. Maybe like a Tidehunter? Are they liking Disable? Well, they will remove the Conquer. Alright, Mars, there you go. That's a stun, and then you can set up the Spear really easily. I think that's fairly good. You also have Snapfire with Mars. I don't know. I think the NoPing draft just seems much more straightforward. I think you have decent lane. Spectre is not a strong lane. Starter usually is a strong lane, but I don't think Rubik is actually that strong, especially versus a PL. So I don't see any lanes being crushed, and you have the weight of the Spectre that needs to farm. We have to wait and see how the lanes go, but for now, I don't see a pick here from FURIA that completely crushes the draft. You know, what can they do? They can pick maybe Lina, and that's relatively good versus the Shadow Fiend in lane. Has the potential to create space, and I will like that. But that's about it. Like, it's not going to obliterate the Shadow Fiend. It's not gonna completely change the way that this game is played, and that's a little worrisome when you have the Spectre. You know, RDO obviously a really good carry, but I'm missing something here. Maybe with the maybe there's a pick I'm not even considering. Maybe they're gonna go. I mean, yeah, that's even like that's not even a strong lane versus the Shadow Fiend. Leshrac is, I would say, this is like pretty even matchup. But you have a little bit of extra tower push. You know, they could have maybe went for the Pugna, but they decide on to the Leshrac this game. It's a Phantom Lancer counter, but eventually that Phantom Lancer is gonna have a Heart, gonna have an Abyssal, it's gonna have a BKB, and Leshrac kind of falls off. So you have this. Like, that's what I don't really get about their lineup. Like, they're not going to be really, like, they're not going to be stronger than NoPing in the mid game nor in the late game unless they crush their lanes, but they didn't set up themselves to crush the lanes, so it's gonna rely on a lot of raw skill, I think. If I have to guess, I mean, FURIA is probably considered a better team, just, you know, because of accomplishments and stuff. But I think they're gonna have to show a lot of raw skill in this game to compensate for NoPing's just better draft, in my opinion. Well, that's just my opinion. It's time for us to start casting some Dota 2, and I think my hockeys are actually not prepared. Nicely done, boy. So let me just do one thing over here. It's actually... Nah, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be bugged. So, okay. For some reason, it always bugs. Yeah, this should be... there's another thing I want. Yeah, I think this is fine. Alright. Alright, let's see what's gonna happen here. FURIA versus NoPing. Alright. I mean, not really sure what to expect from FURIA early on. They don't have a lot of plays they can make. StarLadder, to like initiate, do stuff, is gonna need drums or a blink dagger, so that's like 10, 12, 15 minutes plus. Less track, pretty much the same thing. You can just group with everyone, and I assume that's what they're gonna try and do. All right. Oh, I think I didn't fix this properly. Yeah, I think that's what I want. All right. Let's go then. We do have Tavo top here with Theolicor. I just need 1 second, guys. There's one little problem that I have to... I just need to fix one thing. Shouldn't take long. Alright, almost there. Okay, so we should be good to go. Seems like no one died, so we are... This guy sounds so much like Mason, it's irritating. Huh, Mason, that's the first for me. Well, I guess that means I'm American. Paul, guys, where's my green card? I wouldn't mind a green card. Alright, so Theo here will be zoned by the Arctic Burn, and that's usually spelled out with a pretty long cooldown. That kind of worries me a little bit, you know, it's decent harass, but now the Spectre has absolutely nothing to protect her. You know, the cast range, the attack range, and the damage from Wyvern is quite subpar. And I know there's a fair amount of harass here with this Snapfire and Mars. Have to keep tabs on how that lane is gonna go. In terms of mid lane over here, we have our boy 40R doing pretty, actually not that well, only 1 CS in the first wave, not really sure what happened there, but probably one more than 1 CS, especially when you start with Raze's level 1, but he did get level 2, so I assume that's probably okay. No, usually getting that level 2 early is way more important than 1 or 2 CS in the first level. And Tavo just gonna be playing around here, already has 2 CS, not a surprise considering the laning stage isn't really FURIA's forte, considering the draft. And alright, I mean, I think I'm not sure we're gonna see a lot of kills, honestly. Maybe bottom has some potential here. I just feel like there's gonna be a lot of regen and you know, just a lot of items being fared, but not a lot of burst damage until maybe level 3 or 4. Nice bash on Costabil, but it's gonna be just fine. There you go, even gets the deny. That Fate Bolt is a little annoying, you know. It reduces Phantom Lancer's base damage, but in general, he already has really good stats, and with the extra stats from Phantom Rush, once he gets level 2, there you go, gets bashed in the face, but gets level 2, it's gonna be okay. Tavo here with his God's Rebuke. Looks like the Spectre actually struggling a lot, and I mean, we talked about this, only 5 CS. I guess he had a lot of creeps still about to get there, but he's still getting denied. Let's see. Ooh, there you go. Even gets speared, so he doesn't get the creeps. So that's one thing that Mars does really well, especially against the likes of, you know, heroes that are not Jugger or Lifestealer that can usually rage against the spear. He has tons of ways. Oh, looks like Duster. We talked about this level 1 Wyvern. Not a lot of resources to do much, and they will capitalize on that. They get first blood. This laning stage is looking really, really good. Shrek will have to create a ton of space if they want this Spectre to look good in 20 or 30 minutes from now. And, alright. Alright, so Costabil looking pretty darn good here so far. Everyone from NoPing with better CS. Nice bait both. They do have this Lyrian Crush. The Fairy Fire is going to be popped onto the Ench, and without that attack speed reduction, there's no way she's going to survive the fishy hands of Sexy Fat. So there you go. That is first, not first blood, but that's a kill, and also a bash ready to go right there. Oh, top lane. Looks like Tavo being slowed down by the... Oh, nicely denied there. Looks like Theo wanted to get the... Oh, Murdoch trying to get some denies going on for the R, but that double raise is scary. You should be very careful with how you present yourself in that mid lane. We do have Costabu here. Wraithman ready to go. He is, I mean, doing pretty well. The StarLadder did surpass him in terms of CS. Overall, things looking pretty good. Oh, some nice slow there on Duster, but it looks like they're not interested in going for a kill. There's a lot of creeps around here. Some weird creep positioning because of this Duster pull attempt. Not really sure. Is he even stacking this? Oh, he's going for this pull, but I think he's late. And Theo, yeah, he is ready to interrupt any sort of pulling mechanics the Duster can pull off. Oh, there you go. That's the Arctic Blast with the Arctic Burn. And you know, that's decent damage. That's going to force Tavo into another salve, into another pack of tangles. But this is nowhere near Tavo's stopping to farm. And that's why I don't like this Spectre pick when you know you're going to have a rough laning stage. And you don't actually have any lane that like has a clear advantage. You know, it's not like their lanes are bad, but they're not too good for the Spectre pick. At least that's how I see it. Oh, there you go. Wyvern will fall again at top lane. Duster not really happy about that. And no, look at that. They even get the offlane pull. Everything being denied from poor RDO. Oh no, man. That's the worst feeling in the world. Your support, you know, trying to do all she can, but that little Wyvern not the strongest here. Nicely done there by RDO. Gets the pull. You know, carries should learn how to do that a little more. You know, if your support is not in the lane, you have the ability. You don't need a card to, you know, you don't really need anything. You just have to pull the creeps yourself. It's fine. Oh, Duster. Looks like he is in a little bit of a pickle here. They're going to get a good slow. Theo does. Oh, there you go. That is a good spear. Where's the little cookie? They're waiting for it. Poink. I think that's enough for kill. Duster finally loses the effect of that Arctic Burn, and he will die. So that is the third death of the game. You know, that said, it's only your support 5, but still, the Spectre is farming, but not, you know, Gucci farming. That's more like, I was gonna make some sort of joke about, fake loads, but I'm sorry. I don't have good enough of English for that. Looks like RDO. I mean, he's level 5, I guess mostly because Duster died 3 times, so he's actually getting solo experience. So that's at least good, but the downside of this is Duster is level 2, and it's 6 minutes into the game, you know? So it's not looking very good. Sexy Fat, you know, did get a kill into the Ench, but the damage and harass from the Impetus actually hurts quite a bit. And, oh, there you go. They're going to find the Spectre. Where is the spear? Actually, they're just holding on to it for now. They're chasing RDO. They have another slow. And that's when they use the spear. That's actually so good. RDO trying to get out. And he will get the dagger. So Tavo will be zoned away. But still, that is another salve. This is more mangoes that RDO is going to have to fare. He does have raindrop, so that's some sort of protection. Not sure if that's enough. Alright. Costabil is, oh, there you go. They're going to find a good lift into the crush, into a bash. 3, they need the 4th attack. If they get it, that's the kill. Actually, Hiko gets the kill. Nicely done there. The purge creep, not enough to slow down the boys from FURIA. So that off lane, really the only lane that is producing real results here. in terms of creeps. Look at the difference here. Murdoch 22-1 versus 44-14 from FURIA. So this bad boy, this little pony, should be creating space, yet he's struggling in the lane. We consider this lane to be even, but that's not near even. That's half the creeps. You don't see that much of a discrepancy early on. Murdoch's gonna have to lift a ton of weights, and he doesn't seem to have a lot of strength right now. Well, yeah, that's it. So we have a 3-2 score, 7 minutes in. In terms of rotations here, I assume the Shadow Fiend is probably going to start rotating once he has at least treads. For now, I think he wants to accelerate. Just got to level 7. He can easily push the wave. I think that when Tavo gets his level 6, there are some opportunities of rotation, although I think they can get solo kills by themselves. This is a really, really strong lane. And I'm pretty sure even without the ult from Snapfire, kills are available there. He can also rotate bottom to maybe slow down the StarLadder. But I think even though StarLadder is going to be key in how the mid game from FURIA is going to go, I still think killing the Spectre or just being annoying to the Spectre probably pays off more. Even if in the short term the StarLadder gets a blink at around 15 to 13 to 18 minutes. Looks like StarLadder going for a blink dagger. Actually, I have no idea. He doesn't have an item, but I would assume blink dagger. I think he needs to have high tempo this game, and they have 0 initiation besides maybe a winter curse. Oh, speaking of the wyvern, they're gonna pop that Arctic burn there. Theo looking for the to steal the tomato. There is ult available for Tavo here, and he really wants RDO. There you go, that's the cookie, and that's 40R. He comes in, and one raise, and another raise is going to be enough. 40R with the rotations, and just as we predicted, the arena being up really calls for a rotation, and they find the Spec. Theo actually baiting nicely there, the kind of greedy of the Spectre wanting that tomato, but sometimes you just need your fibers, and Spectre was feeling a little unhealthy. Now Hiko running away here, taking some tower hits. Looks like Murdoch was trying to use that edict to damage the tower, and I'm surprised that he gets 3 points of split up. That's not really usual. Sometimes you see the 2-0-2 followed by maxing edict. He actually gets 3 points. Not really sure what I guess he does have a fair amount of setup on the Winter's Curse, the Crush, and the Lift, but still fairly odd, especially in a game we expect him to be pushing a lot of towers. Well, FURIA has his Iron Talon. He's going to keep on accelerating in the jungle, at least until the Arena of Blood is available again. Oh, RDO really wanted a range creep, but he's not going to get it. Mars has pretty decent base damage in attack animation. Bottom lane looks like there is some movements here from FURIA. They're gonna get that bounty in the top lane. Another rotation from RDR. Tavo looking for the arena, but unfortunately still 10 seconds. Not really sure if FURIA was looking at the cooldowns right there. He does force a TP from the Rubik though, so that's gonna split the lanes a little bit. Mid lane, they show up with the Enchantress. Murdoch feeling pretty cheeky here, but they have the stun. And Shadowfiend was showing top. They felt like maybe that was him TPing, but FURIA, no. He walks to the lane. And in the top lane, they find Tavo here. They really want to get the skill, and it looks like he will die. At least he saves the Arena of Blood. He's going to have it when he respawns. There's no way he's going to escape, even if he committed a spell. Nicely done. In the bottom lane, we see Sexifed using that Corrosive Haze to get this tower. And yeah, that's about it. Alright. Looks like they want him to check roots. Okay. So 2,000 gold advantage here for Costa Bill. I think we can start taking a look on the network, checking the items they're going to go for. There's already Arcane Boots on to the Snapfire. The Mars going for a Blink Dagger. Really like that choice. I think it's fairly similar to the StarLadder. They both have the same role this game, which is accelerating so that their carry can actually... Yeah, it's pretty much just playing with your one position. I'm sorry, with your two positions so that your one position can accelerate. I think both drafts are similar in that regard. The PL going straight up for the Diffusal Blade. Wyvern, unfortunately, doesn't have Arcane Boots. Smoked up, though, and they might be interested in this little Mars here. They're going to find a spear, stolen spear from the Rubik, but look at the damage from the Snapfire, and she's under fog, so they cannot stop that out. Theo gets that kill, now trying to disengage, but the fight is split. They will find the Mars here as they dive for the Snapfire. So that's a twofer. That said, they do kill the Rubik, but still, I think that is very good for FURIA. They have the Edict here, and that's going to be a tower for Murdoch. The top lane, they're trying to go for that even trade. Not really sure if FURIA has enough resources to stop this, meaning that is also a tower for NoPing. In general, though, the map advantage is on the side of NoPing since they already got that mid tower as well. But we were checking the items here. Looks like Spectre has a Soul Ring, has raindrops, and has this keen optic to work for. No item queued up for now. Oh, a Midas. Oh boy. Okay. I honestly don't know what you think about this, but okay, prove me wrong, Sexy Fat. I think that is a very, very dangerous choice of an item, but you know, I am just a caster, shouldn't be saying anything. Analyst Bowie wouldn't be happy about it though. He's not here. Maybe he just, oh, maybe that's just a joke. No, he did get the Midas, dude. Whoa, let's farm, boys. Looks like this is gonna be a farm fest for now. NoPing, they do queue up a Shadow Blade. Looks like he already has the Shadow Amulet. Interesting. Oh, the Shadow Blade, the entire Shadow Blade is up, and they have level 2 out, and they have Blink Dagger very close on Tavo. I wonder if they're gonna smoke regardless of the Blink, or if the idea is for the R not showing until the Blink is ready. Alright. Oh, they're gonna buy a smoke, so looks like... Oh, so they smoke without the Snapfire. Very interesting decisions here coming from NoPing. But I can see what they wanna do. Tavo is nearby. Arcane Rune spawns bottom. They ping it out. RDO showing in the mid lane. I'm not sure this Rubik is enough of a kill though. They would definitely prefer to get a pony or someone else. Hiko though actually farming this medium camp. 4DR shows up. 1, 2, and 3. That's a kill. Very quick movements, but still a lot of resources being spent. They do steal this little double stack, and I guess they can try and force this tower a little bit, even though there is glyph available for the dire side. Overall, very lucky for FURIA that the Rubik is the only target that they find. I'm surprised that FURIA is actually farming so much. Well, there you go. They will group up over here. The glyph gets utilized, but it's not going to last for so long. 4DR does have a lot of damage, and they are going for somewhat of a similar trade. TP from Tavo, though. He will show up. The spear does land onto this bad boy. Leshrack's going to be stuck inside the arena. There is Winter's Curse available, and they will go for Murdoch, though, taking so much damage from the Snapfire out, and that's the second time. And that's what's so beautiful about this. Even though they have the means to cancel it theoretically, as long as Theo is hiding, Wyvern needs, like, I don't know, she would need like a Zeus to ult to get the vision to cancel that, and the damage is just really strong. Until there's a BKB, that Leshrack is going to be a sad, sad pony. Now the Diffusal Blade gets debuted here from Costa Bill, who's gonna kill the Rubik once again, and they did find a tier 2 tower in the top lane, so NoPing overall just doing really, really well. Just a second, guys. Seems as if my mic was not available here. I apologize for the people. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. What is happening? Okay. I feel like my brain is not working. Alright, I'm gonna do that later, actually. Okay, looks like Sexy Fat finds a kill on the StarLadder. Man, this Midas is just... I know it might look like I'm being nitpicky here, but how the hell is FURIA supposed to play Dota 2 with 3 cores farming? Like, yeah, sure, you might be able to squeeze a little bit of extra golds with that Midas as ladder, but like ultimately, your Spectre needs the Radiance to deal with this PL, and she has to go Yasha Manta now because she has nowhere to farm. And that Midas is literally the price of the Blink Dagger. And what happened since he got that Midas? He maybe used it twice, got killed. There's an Aegis on 4DR now, and the Phantom Lancer is really, really, really ready to go. I mean, I guess the Leshrac can handle the Phantom Lancer from now, but this Leshrac is not farmed either. He's actually, like, not that farmed. He can die easily, especially with the Blink Dagger available on Tavo. I don't know, man. Well, looks like game's gonna keep on going here. Hiko maybe looking for that still. He doesn't have any spells. It's kinda sad right now. On level 7 at 17 minutes. That's usually not how you wanna be as a position 4 hero. But you know, gotta deal with what you gotta do. Murdoch now trying to split push bottom a little bit, but that means that the Spectre has no, like, look at this. You know that feeling when you're a core, really, really sad core, and like you're like another core is like getting your creeps, and he's here and he doesn't farm mansions, and he's just a sad, sad man. Oh boy. I mean, they are occupying this area of the map, but like, look at this. This is painful. This takes a long time. This is not efficient. Alright, so another, oh, there you go. They're gonna find this sentry in ward just recently placed, which means FURIA will take another hit in their economy here. This warning sentry will quickly be taken out once, yeah, they do have a sentry here. They're just focusing on the tower for now. 4DR actually no cares. I mean, and now he's going for this blink, dude. I don't know. Whew. Not sure about this Midas choice, but we'll see how it's gonna go. They quickly remove the ward. Looks like FURIA now without that vision advantage, they don't feel comfortable even being close to it. Top lane, the Leshrac with the travels, just trying to move everyone around. He does bring 2 heroes top and now travels to the tier 1 tower in the bottom side of the map. And I mean, yeah, they're buying some time, but ultimately, Spectre still feeling pretty shitty. Tower falls. 4DR does get level 15. I wonder if he's going to go for the presence or affects buildings. Nope, gets the move speed instead. Alright. There was a quick time where Shadow Fiends were picking that talent every single game. I just forgot about it. There is a Silver Edge now available for Shadow Fiend. Also, the Agility Vambrace on him. So, it's feeling pretty good. Feeling really good. Oh, the dagger there doesn't cancel the Clarity. Yell, very close to the Manta. Has that Imp Claw. Enchantress with the beautiful Clumsiness. Oh, that's really good for the Mars. Arcane Ring is always nice to have. And Snapfire with... Oh, that's actually really good. Lost for Stone. Just getting the farm. Oh, they will find an Enchantress. The attack speed's low there, making this a little hard as the Mars ult's going to be dropped. Can they burst down the Shrek? They can, and the Winter's Curse just a little bit too late as the Snapfire ult wreaks havoc onto the Duster. Oh my god, there's no way that Cold Embrace is going to save you. So yeah, they find Mars. But I guess they also got the Enchantress. But still, that is a Leshrac dead when they only lose their position 3. They did commit Haunt for this. Got absolutely nothing out of it. Whew. Not looking good for now. So yeah, Costa Bill keeps on farming creeps and creeps and creeps. He does get level 15 with that HP talent, so he's pretty tanky right now. And I mean, I'm not sure if this is actually a draft where NoPing can go. Like, even though we talked about... oh, Sexy Fat actually hiding here. We talked about FURIA having the better late game, technically, right? Actually, I said that they didn't have, technically, the late game. They have, like, the strongest hero in the game, which is not necessarily having late game. What I mean is, let's say you have a Medusa in your team, and the enemy team has... no hero that's stronger than Medusa, but they have like a solid 3 core that scale. Let's say like a Mars, a Shadow Fiend, and a Faceless Void. So yeah, technically you have the strongest hero, but late game is not yours, and that's how I feel like FURIA is in this game. They have the Spectre, but just because of their decisions, it feels really hard for them to actually get out of this. We're gonna have to... I mean, I know I've been saying this a lot. Maybe I'm being a little biased, but, you know, you gotta say what you think, alright? I'm not here to sugarcoat this to anyone. I'm more of an analyst than I'm a caster. You can see that my cast is actually pretty bad, but Sexy Fat, he's here, so didn't crush, not dodged by Costa Bill's W, as they do find a little cookie on StarLadder. And with the mana drained, there's no way StarLadder will be able to cast any spells. He just melts. Looks like that Midas not really doing much in on cooldown, boys. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. Alright. Oh, looks like they find the Spectre here, but no stuns on Costa Bill. So yeah, Moxie, answering your question. So here's my problem. Here's my problem. When I switch my options to my spectator hotkeys, it actually messes with my gaming hotkeys. And I think spectator hotkeys shouldn't remove the gaming ones, since you're not playing and spectating at the same time, right? But for some reason, every time I cast and I use WASD to move the camera when I'm casting, but I don't do it when I'm playing, I have to change that. I'm not sure if I'm dumb and I'm actually overlooking something here that can be done to fix this problem. But yeah, right now I don't like that. If you can teach me how to do that, if there's a solution, let me know. Bottomly, we see a smoke from FURIA. It's been a while. They have the haunt, so they're doing the textbook play. Let your Spectre farm, press smoke, try to do something. But I mean, man, it's looking kind of rough. They don't find anyone. Even if they do they actually have what it takes? They will group bottom. Maybe they can actually get this tier 2 tower. We see some drawings here. But there are creeps pushing into NoPing's base. I'm surprised actually FURIA, they're not showing bottom, so they kind of want to make NoPing confused. Maybe they could have forced this tower, but they're maybe trying to force someone out of position. NoPing is actually very they're being very cautious with how they show as well, so they're just waiting for FURIA to show, as FURIA waits for NoPing to show, but FURIA doesn't have the advantage, so I don't think it actually does much for FURIA. Finally, they will display their positions here. There is glyph available, so they don't even get the tower. They're going to use a cold embrace here on this range creep, but I don't think he has what it takes to get this tower, and everyone needs to get out. They are afraid of Tavo being ready to initiate the Shrek shows. And yeah, this is an interesting Dota 2 game. And that's one thing, I feel like I'm just bashing FURIA too much, but I noticed this from the way that they play. Sometimes I feel like they just play unnecessarily greedy. I'm not sure what's up with that, but they do like to be really, 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 really greedy. This Midas on Sexy Fat, it still baffles me. I mean, sure, he's getting some levels. He is going to be level 20 when the enemy Mars will be level 20, but it's not about how strong this StarLadder is, but how he is in comparison to everyone, and also how's your win condition doing? And RDO right now, he is he's not doing very well. He is the least farmed core besides the Mars in this game, and that's not how you want your Spectre to be. Spectre needs to be the star of the show, and she's feeling like an ugly duckling right now. Just a sad little Spectre. Alright, this game is pretty slow, so there's not a lot to talk about, but we can check the items again. Let's see how they're doing. There is a Popul's Gift here on the track, so he's quite tanky. Has the Scepter. Looks like BKB is going to be the next item choice, so they might have a power spike around that timing. Rubik going for a Blink Dagger. Still needs about 1,000 gold. BKB will be ready for the slaughter, so they are banking a lot on these BKBs, and they are effective, PL not nearly as effective once that is up. That goes pretty similarly to the Shadow Fiend as well. Spectre now going Diffusal. No reason to go Radiance once you got the Manta, Very greedy to do so. Maybe if he finds 3,000 gold laying around, he could go for a Radiance and skip the Diffu. But yeah, and the fact that the Spectre wasn't able to rush a Radiance to actually counteract most of the damage from the Phantom Monster is really costly. Radiance is one of the best items at countering that, and they also don't have a Crimson Guard. They don't have Shivas. So they're pretty much just relying on nothing because they have no Glimmer or Force Staffs because their supports also suffer a lot. It is a rough game, boys. Hopefully I made it clear at this point. Pipe now done on Mars. Really good so that the PL illusions survive a little longer, so that the Leshrac doesn't do that much damage. We see a lot of drawings in the map here as they're pretty much just, you know, pushing FURIA whenever they want. You know, they see FURIA has to back, and then NoPing farms that area, and FURIA is just accepting the fact that they have to farm less if they don't want to give up kills. But that also snowballs into being very, very sad and depressed, like the Spectre. StarLadder does finish the BKB though, so I think that's their timing. They have BKBs on both Leshrac and StarLadder. They need to make it count. They need to potentially force a fight once Roshan is up, and voila, Roshan is up. So that's actually perfect. I was not expecting this to be that damn perfect. So, I mean, I'm not sure if NoPing is aware of these two BKBs. This could actually be really dangerous. This is probably the best FURIA looked the entire game. I'm not sure if FURIA knows that Roshan is up, though, because their scan is on cooldown. Ooh, that is costly. I might just be wrong about what I said. If they don't know about Roshan being taken, then this is so bad. Oh, they're there. They have their hands. Okay, so it looks like they will smoke. Is this too late? The smoke is in the courier. They really have to make this quick. Oh no, they're seconds too late. They're seconds too late. Oh my god, that was a fast respawn timer. And NoPing, they dodge a bullet. Yeah, looks like FURIA, they cannot do anything right now. So, RDO is going to keep on farming. He does have that Mind Breaker. Oh, we might see a fight right now. They find our boy Shadowfiend. He will die, and he was the one holding the Aegis, so this is actually really, really bad. Murdoch trying to chase for Theo, but he's going to be okay. They do use that shotgun, and the Cold Embrace onto a PL illusion. Not really what you want to do, as Sexy Fat does get the Zidane Crush off, and the dagger will allow him to blink dagger away. Oh boy, there you go. That's a good spear, but they have BKB on Sexy Fat alongside a Corrosive Haze. Sexy Fat will be able to get on top of him. The damage is actually really, really powerful, as Costa Bill now has to change targets, has to save his friend. Can he do it? Very low in HP on Tavo, but they do save Tavo. And 160 HP there, as Hiko will use his spider legs to disengage. So they lose the Shadow Fiend. The Aegis was not claimed, which is actually really good for NoPing. Yeah, I think that's okay for NoPing. They have a lot of Aegis time left, and they didn't really lose much. FURIA just lost a couple of BKB charges. You know, it's I'm pretty sure FURIA wanted more out of that fight, but they're lacking on the burst damage department. Even with the Corrosive Haze, the Mars was actually tanking quite a bit. Top lane? Well, that's actually a very careful TP from Tavo. Look at this. He actually TPs in the tier 2, afraid that an angry Punny is waiting for him, but he's not. Hey Caster, who do you think will win this game? Well, I'm reading this 5 minutes or maybe more after you said that, so I do favor NoPing. Since the draft I've been favoring them. Nicely done. Costa Bill forced the BKB, and that is, you know, that's really what angers me about this farming mindset that some South American teams have. You know, sure, you can farm back, not be completely over farmed against the enemy team, but if you don't have the capability of using your BKBs that you farm for 30 minutes, good teams will just force your BKBs, will just, you know, play around with you, and no, maybe they win this game. Maybe FURIA will win. It's just that I like when two teams give their hearts out and they actually play Dota 2 instead of farming for 30 minutes. But, you know, this is a minor qualifier. If you think this is the best way of playing Dota 2, that is their chance to prove everyone wrong. And, yeah, NoPing for now. They do have the Aegis. Not really sure if they feel, you know, strong enough to go high ground. Oh, that's a stolen. That was a weird-looking Spear of Mars, but they will go high ground. Costa Bill, ready to go. Has a butterfly. That's a lot of building damage. He didn't go, you know, for your hearts. Didn't go for your Abyssal Blades. Actually just maxes on damage and evasion, which is fairly surprising considering he is against a pony. But I guess his mindset is, well, if I just have enough physical damage, that BKB doesn't matter at all, because I will be able to just munch him through the BKB. Maybe that's what he's thinking. And there you go. That is a very quick and easy tier 3 tower. They do have the Titan Silver here, so that's even more damage. That's probably why he went for the butterfly. The extra base attack damage kind of makes sense. They will initiate on Shadowfiend. He's really, really tanky. But oh, what force step forward? But he has a chance. He's going to be okay for now. But looks like the Corrosive Haze damage is enough. Looks like it's time for them to disengage. Winter Skies in the back lines onto the poor poor Grandma. Can they find the splitter if they will? So that's that Theoli core. That is looking very good for FURIA. They defend their tier 3 towers as the stolen damage from the Mortimer's Kiss actually kills the Phantom Lancer. I think that lack of Heart of Tarrasque making him regret this a little bit as Costa Bill tries to disengage with his Phantom Rush. Now, 3 heroes from FURIA giving the chase. There is Doppelganger available as he does go to the high ground. Tavo making sure that his friend can disengage. Look at this boy, just buying time. Oh, that is beautiful. I'm crying right here as he actually allows Costa Bill to survive. Very good defense by FURIA. The fact that they were able to burst down the Shadow Fiend so quickly, a huge reason for that to happen. If they had this Lotus Orb that Mars is working towards, maybe they would be able to dispel the Corrosive Haze and defend a little easier. That doesn't happen. That buys time. RDO now going finally for the Radiance. You know, even if you don't rush the Radiance, you always want a Radiance versus Phantom Lancer, so that's why he's going for one. And you know, the tempo changes dramatically now because NoPing didn't accomplish this push. Now, there's a long time where FURIA doesn't have to play that scared anymore, you know? Without the Aegis, NoPing is not gonna be as keen on pushing, and they can split push a little bit more without fearing to lose barracks. That said, that Spectre still dies really, really quickly because she's not gonna get a BKB anytime soon. And if they find Arena plus the freaking Mortimer's Kiss, the Spectre is dead every single time, you know? There's no damage reduction that will stop that Grandma from doing what she wants. But yeah, looks like for now, NoPing will just keep farming. The PL finally going back to the heart, it looks like. He already has the career here with... Oh, that's actually an Abyssal Blade. Very, very bold on Costa Bill's the item... like, items in general. I was surprised. Very, very bold. He just wants to dish as much damage as possible. But you know, sometimes bold is good. Bold means you believe in yourself. Most of the time. Oh, Vader showing here. Some heroes smoked on side of FURIA. I'm not sure if Mars was not smoked or if it broke. But they will not find Hiko for now. He has those pesky spider legs. Tavo looking for the initiation, but they are so fast. Look at that. Spider legs on one side, fish legs on the other. They also have a pony TP in bottom, but they're actually... This fight is really weird. Tavo might be getting debated. The spear is gonna get dodged as they jump for Tavo, and he's gonna die. Where's the Mortimer's Kiss damage? Oh, Hiko actually taking a ton of damage right now as the BKB from 40R. Can he get the ult off? He will. But what the hell is going on? They do kill the Wyvern before Winter's Curse gets used, but they will find the PL that is really, really bad. Sexy Fed really low, and the crit will allow for the air to get this kill. Murdoch doesn't have a BKB anymore, so he has to be scared, and that's a buyback from FURIA. There is a outpost here, and they will get a double kill. So another pretty decent fight taken by FURIA. I mean, that was 100% on Tavo. He was way too greedy with the way that he engaged there, especially knowing that there's a Spectre on the other side. So, you know, he jumps here, and then they get out. Oh, the chase is actually still ongoing, but this Invis Shadow Fiend is going to be okay. There is a dust on the Rubik, but he didn't commit for the item. So, yeah. Not good. If that was an arena, no, that could be a dead Spectre. Unfortunately, though, that's not what happens. He gets smashed by this really angry StarLadder. And I mean, I guess the Midas pays off if you get lucky. Twice, he's actually destroying the cores playing like that. StarLadder just, yeah, is pretty big. Alright, so looks like you cannot have multiple hockeys. Well, that's still in beta, apparently. Still in beta. Let's check everyone's items. I think we had enough time. So Shiva's Guard now. So not only they're gonna have that Radiance. Oh, they have the Radiance, by the way. They have Shiva's. So slowly but surely they're getting the items that are necessary. StarLadder, who needs Crimson Guard when you can get the puddle? He's going straight up for that Aghanim Scepter. Very nice for him. The Spectre going for Heart, and there is a Glimmer Cape now, as well as the Wishes of the Blink Dagger for Duster. The Phantom Lancer? I don't know about this lack of Heart. He died twice in those fights. I'm not sure. I'm down with what Costa Bill is. I mean, The fight, I mean, to be fair, I don't think they actually lost the fights because of Costabile. So, he's itemizing on the potential he thinks his allies will have. In one fight, you have Tavo, whiffing the initiation here, just dying too quickly. In the other one, you have 4DR dying here. Still, though, the fact that they did really messes with the way Costabile has to play this game right now, because he's not playing from a 10,000 goal lead where he can get Butterfly Abyssal. He's playing against a 3,000 goal lead, so... Oh. He's gonna keep on doing his best over here as he farms that level 25. The Doppel, really, really good. I'm not even... Maybe he goes for the critical strike and just destroys everyone. He's going for, such a greedy build anyways. Looks like Tomato there will scout FURIA. Alright, looks like Shadowfiend doesn't have a neutral item slot. Interesting. He gave the Vambrace away, but doesn't... Okay, he gets this instead. And what did the PL get? He got the Paladin Sword. Oh, that is nice. That is a way for him to stop dying a little bit. Always good. They're gonna go for the Smokerino. No vision from FURIA that this is happening. This is a clutch fight, in my opinion. They either grab themselves back and get Roche, or the opposite happens. I'm also a big fan that they leave the creep here as they go for display. The problem is, if they fight RDO, are they actually killing him before the Haunt away? Well, I guess if everyone is there, there's no Haunt away play. Let's see if they know their shit here. Will they fight? Oh, another Spectral Dagger. Another Spectral Dagger. No, the quick TP, and RDO knows that he's way too out of position. They pitch to the base, and the eternal hunt for the Spectre continues. This guy is so biased. No, I'm not being biased. I'm just saying what I think. Both teams are Brazilian, so there's no real bias here, honestly. No, maybe there is, but if there's a bias, I don't know. There's a bias, but sorry if there's a bias that I don't know about. Anyways, Sexy Fat here, now level 21, which talent he got. Oh, the Night Vision is actually a very juicy one, and they will join the Roshan Pit. Does NoPing know about this? They are sending illusions very quickly, which in turn forces FURIA out of that Roshan Pit, so Murdoch will follow his teammates. And now the battle for Roshan starts. Very nice low ground ward here being placed down by NoPing as FURIA keeps on looking for a way to engage as well. They do have this other ward as well as a sentry to make sure that they are not being scouted, which right now they are not. A lot of sentries actually being deployed. Look at this. They pretty much don't touch each other's AoE, so nicely and widely spread. Okay, they joined Roche Pit on the side of NoPing. Wyvern here with the Glimmer Cape and the Arctic Burn will not find a very low HP Roshan, so they are baiting this. Ideally, they want to get in when Roshan is about to die. They do have the Winter's Curse, so there are some plays. Ooh, that is a crush, but doesn't actually hit on anyone. So many illusions as FURIA keeps on looking for ways to participate. They do actually leave the Spectre here because they need the vision from the dagger. So, usually a greedier, or might I say bad Spectre, would be, farming here. They actually keep the Spectre here so they can constantly get vision. Sexy Fat actually joins the Roshan Pit, keeps the Corrosive Haze there. Alright. And looks like the battle will continue. So yeah, the Lotus Orb actually taking some time here for Tavo. It's, Mars is a hero that, when you go for this type of pipe and Vlad's build, you don't really scale that much, and they played grouped for a long time. Oh, the smoke's gonna break. They do find the Enchantress. Nice use of the Horn. They're gonna initiate onto this poor Mars. And once again, no, he actually does survive, but quickly falls as he buys back, and it's time for him to TP into the tier 2 tower bottom as they try to go for the ult, but Shadowfiend, the bash actually stops it as he finally gets it. Oh, it's on the arena. So much damage with the spear there. Tavo will explode on the track. He does have buyback, but for now, holding on to it. Two heroes dead on the side of FURIA make that one for NoPing as the poor Rubik tries to get out. Has the spider legs. He's broken because of the Silver Edge Hiko. There is no place to hide here. PL quickly joins the Roshan Pit, and FURIA, will you buyback? I mean, I don't think they can, because without Haunts and without a buyback onto the StarLadder, the buyback from Leshrac is... it doesn't make any... just doesn't make any sense. So that is going to be Aegis number 3 NoPings, and that is an Aghanim Scepter. Who will benefit from this? I like it on Mars. I guess PL is not bad. Oh, there you go. They're going to give it to Costabil. That boy is playing really greedy today. What's Snapfire's Aghanim Scepter, actually? Does she have an Aghanim Scepter? Well, I have no idea. Blame Analyst Boy. Alright, so Costabil grabs the Aghanim Scepter. 50 seconds without the StarLadder. This seems like at least one lane of barracks. They also removed every single outer tower, meaning they could go for more, and they know StarLadder has no buyback. So, yeah, I think they will prioritize that hero a lot if they decide to go for another set of barracks after the first one. But let's not jump ahead of ourselves. They are yet to get the first set of barracks, and they needed creeps for this. That's why they're waiting. That's why they're hitting now. So the Duster Wyvern here. Oh boy, that's an Abyssal Blade right onto the money. He will be able to drop the Cold Embrace though, as RDO gonna get stuck inside that arena. Is that a stolen spear? There you go, but very, very useless, as now the buyback from Wyvern is gonna be forced. There's also one onto the Spectre. Murdoch will TP right in the center of the fight. Winter's Curse onto Shadowfiend, not doing that much damage. The BKB on 40R is gonna be popped, and they keep on going for Murdoch. He's so low, Duster, he dives back. This is not looking good. Nice Spirit Lance as they get on top of Costabil. He's gonna be silenced, but has the ability to dop away. Costabil now looking to get out. He still has Aegis. He's gonna be okay, and they will start getting the first set of barracks. Nicely done. NoPing gets what they came for. They know for a fact there is no Wyvern for 60 seconds. This is looking pretty good. Nice Phantom Rush, just zoning RDO as Costabil eventually goes bottom. They are not sure if they're gonna go top or bottom. They finally decide that they will be tops, and they go. There is Glyph available as FURIA tries to set up a fight here, but it's so hard without that Winter's Curse, without the setup. There is BKB available for the StarLadder, but if he commits for it, he might just die. And now Murdoch once again being zoned out. Very nice little crush onto the StarLadder, but with the cookie, he's gonna be able to run away. Stolen! Oh, that's the stolen Rakim. That's amazing. That will kill the Shadowfiend. He didn't press his BKB, but Murdoch really, really low, and they will find that kill. He has buyback, and he will be forced to use it. They're trying to get on top of RDO. A lot of damage coming from the Mortimer's Kiss. That will kill everyone. That's a buyback on the Rubik, as well as Theo tries to run away. Costabil very low, still holds the Aegis, by the way, trying to do something here. They will lift his ass up as Costa. They will steal the Doppelganger, and now he's full HP. The Granny is actually in the cliff. Not sure there's a lot of help for him. He probably falls here as the first Doppel gets used. Nice Phantom Rush to the creep. They know that that's the real one though. He keeps on trying to fight. He will eventually... Oh, I mean, I was talking about being greedy. He did get the talent. He's so greedy. I feel like he probably survives if he has the Doppelganger talent. Okay. Well, regardless of him dying here, they force pretty much every buyback on the side of FURIA. As you can see, only Sexifat has his. So the win condition is set up. All they need is a smoke into a core kill. That's pretty much all they need. Alright, so looks like our boy Murdoch is going for the Octarino core. Pretty good, you know, so you can lifesteal off of those illusions. FURIA also taking a tier 2 tower after managing to kill the Phantom Lancer without a buyback. Not sure if they know about it though. Will they posture aggressive? Oh my god, that is so greedy from FURIA. But it looks like that's their middle name anyways. They will move aggressively here. The Glyph is available in 4 minutes, so that is a set of barracks. Huh. Well, I mean, that's really, really greedy considering they have no buybacks, but now they know there was no buyback on PL. You know, if you were playing scared, you would probably not force this, because one arena into the PL buyback could mean the end of the game. But I admire their balls. That was a ballsy play. And, you know, let's not use balls. I admire their guts. I admire their guts. With balls or without balls, they were very courageous doing that play. There you go, PC Bowie making amends so he gets hired again. Sue me. Alright, so FURIA, our boy Shadowfiend here, working towards that Daedalus. Does need a little bit of extra damage, it seems like. overall, I have to say, the status resistance on him working really well. I remember that he got Winter's Curse, and it felt like it lasts like 2 seconds because he has this Titan Silver alongside the Satanic. Now it's a little risky here because after they got this lane of barracks, they know Costa Bill has no buyback. He needs 1,000 gold for his buyback because he's so mega farmed. 1,000. So if he dies, like, they actually lose the game. I'm not sure if NoPing is aware. They are 4,000 gold ahead. They did claim the first lane of barracks. They got this tower, but I just hope Costa Bill plays a little bit less greedy. I mean, I'm not saying I'm cheering for NoPing. I'm just saying if I was cheering for NoPing, I would probably be saying that. Oh, there's a magic lab. Hello? Hello? Okay, they're gonna leave that to the Enchantress. Alright. So, looks like Snapfire. Alright, let's check the items here. Snapfire did find herself a Spell Prism, so that is 20% cooldown reduction. That is an 88-second Mortimer Kiss, and more importantly, a 12-second Cookie. Everyone wants cookies, so that's gonna be better for them. They're gonna be healthier. Maybe not healthier, because cookies, generally are not really good for you. Yeah, we already checked. The Shadow Fiend Enchantress has the Quickening Charm. That is a 13% cooldown reduction. That's okay. Not as good. Phantom Lancer still with that Paladin Sword, working towards the heart. The Wyvern here with the Telescope. Let me actually rant a little bit here. If you are watching this game and there is a telescope in your inventory and it's not 15 minutes, okay, a fight's gonna start, there you go, Spear Ultra Electric, no buyback, but you have the Winter's Curse, and oh my god, the Mars is melting, the PO Illusions just, oh my lord, he has no buyback. 4DR will drop the ult, but there's a BKB Ultra Sexy Fast, so it doesn't matter, and they try to get on top of this Ladder, a lot of damage being done, there is no Winter's Curse anymore, and the backlines, looks like Spectre with a BKB was able to find the Snapfire, so no ult. Murdoch really low, but that also is Costa Bill, he has to run away, he has no buyback. Everyone on the side of NoPing is falling, and they will be able to somehow actually turn this fight around. The PL, I mean, it doesn't matter if he survives. I think this game's already over. I'm casting just because you're supposed to hype cast, even though when you know in your heart that the game's already over. But they keep on chasing. The Chess is gonna die, and that's GG, boys. That's a level 27 Leshrac, which means he has this talent, which means since there's no glyph on the side of NoPing, okay, there's actually buyback on PL. I'm sorry, I'm actually biased. I have no idea what I'm talking about, because they will buy back this PL, but the Shadow Fiend has no buyback. Everyone on the side of FURIA is alive, and I cannot cast anymore. Yep. I don't think they're going to be able to delay this, and maybe they can actually. With the PL alive, it's not that straightforward, but still, this is a huge blow to NoPing stomachs. Midas Ladder, guys, build it every time. That's what I always say. Just get that Midas, just AFK in your jungle for 25 minutes until the enemy Mars overextends. You got a good fight, and yeah, looks like RDO now hitting the tier 3 tower here. That is a ton of building damage. So yeah, even with the buybacks, it actually doesn't matter as much. They're gonna get Megas. Whew. To be fair, Megas feels a little bit less of I mean, like, let's say if you got Megas before the new patch, you probably had a, like, let's say 12% chance of turning the game around. I'm gonna say, no, I said 12, I'm gonna say 2% or 4%. Now, because there are outposts and like you can get control of them even when you don't have like, because the thing about shrines is they were taken out when you lost tier 3 tower. This never gets destroyed, which means you can actually get them if you have the map control. So if you have enough wave clear to survive Megas, there's still a chance that the game is winnable. But yeah, not a big chance. I think FURIA, I don't have Dota Plus because I am a pleb, but if I had to guess, I would say Dota Plus gives NoPing a 6% chance of winning this game. I'm gonna say 6. This PL is huge. He will get 30 eventually, but I honestly feel like I don't know, it was a very greedy build overall. I've never seen Costa Bill play as greedy. And sometimes greed is good, sometimes greed is bad. And I guess Midas is good. I kind of have to say the Midas works. You know, if it works, it works. It worked one game, it will work every single game. And that's what you have to build on StarLadders. Alright, so looks like FURIA now is waiting for the Roshan. Oh, look at that. Roshan is up, meaning FURIA will just go for it. I don't think NoPing actually has enough wave clear to handle that. They don't have the Spectre, so they don't have enough mobility, I think, to contest this Roshan. But I might be wrong, because our boy Snapfire, or might I say our girl Snapfire, is around. But Roshan is already dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. PL. Sending a couple of illusions here. Can they actually jump him? No, they cannot, because those illusions are slapping StarLadder's little butt. Alright. Looks like, yeah, I mean, this is gonna be an uphill climb if NoPing wants to turn this. Well, this is just Omega rough, honestly. Alright. Oh, Smokerino onto the side of the FURIA lineup. They will use the Exorcist, I'm sorry, as they jump our close to BPL, and he gets 4 steps. Can he W? Nope, he's gonna get side-vized up, and he just dies. Yeah, so, I mean, this game's over. This game's over. Let me say one thing, okay? Let me just say one thing. I remember clearly saying, when PL gets his BKB, that's when they can actually fight FURIA. But Costa build just went for the greediest build I've ever seen in my life, and, you know, kudos to him. It is a good build. I can see how it interacts, but the fact that he cannot man up and just burst people down is a problem. Is a problem I think the BKB would have solved. So, kudos to FURIA. I think NoPing had everything to win this game. I think overall, this was their game to lose. Those 2 team fights, one were the Mars with the Spear, and then they just lost everyone. And that push with the Shadow Fiend, where they were able to burst down 4DR, I think those were the 2 big mistakes that jumped to mind. I remember 4DR eating the cheese and manning up instead of running away. I think that was a mistake. He also ulted BKB's ladder. But yeah, very nice showing for FURIA. They were able to hold. I was actually quite scared for them. That is an insanely greedy draft. They were able to make it go online. You know, RDL, kudos to him. He didn't rush that Radiance. He went for the small items. He took the fights with his team when he needed to. And slowly but surely, they were able to come back. And, you know, that is the type of greed that kind of pays off. You know, if you actually believe your allies are good enough to make this draft work. I still think this draft is risky and garbage, and I think FURIA is good enough to win the game without the... Okay, I'm actually saying too much. Alright, guys, I'll be right back. Sorry.